Well, no, I wasn't able to get anything done to the truck Thursday morning. I had to end up going. So, but now I'm up here in Ohio, and Jimmy Doyle has some parts for me. So I'm actually waiting. See, I'm right here, trying to get loaded up. So, but he's supposed to get a hold of me, and then maybe I can get some parts. We'll see here in a minute. Kind of fitting that I'm getting sheet metal. Man, I'd like to take this home. Well, Jimmy said he'd be here in about 5 minutes, so hopefully I can get this done and get out there to see him. You gonna be famous? You ain't wanted by nobody, are you? No? Hey, we gotta do the,
oh, yeah?
yeah, because we can't touch each other or hug each other.
Yeah, I do believe it, because I sure don't.
Right? How you doing? You gonna be on YouTube? Yeah? So, he brought me some parts. I gotta give him some money, and we'll be back in a minute. We'll look at the parts here in just a second. All right, thank you, Jimmy, for a hell of a deal. I really do appreciate it. Let's go ahead and look at what he got. We got, oh, she just got done walking. She's like, I'm tired, give me a treat. Got an AVS switch box. Now I don't have to build one. Yeah, all we gotta do is wire that up. And then he's got some Air Max gauges, digital gauges, so that we can put those onto Little Golf. I think he said one of them doesn't have a sending unit. I gotta look online to see if I can order a sending unit, but he said the two dual gauges have sending units, the single gauge does not, but I only need 4 gauges. I've got the right front and left front bags need a gauge, the rear needs 1 gauge, and then the tank needs the 4th gauge. So 2 of them will be more than enough than what I need. So thanks again, Jamie. We're gonna head on down the road and get back to the house. Hopefully it's Friday, so hopefully I'll be home by tomorrow morning sometime, and I can get started on Little Golf and getting some stuff wired up. Exciting, exciting. Well, good morning. Here we are working on the truck. Boom. What you doing? Oh, baby.
I'm waking up still.
She made us coffee. The sun's coming up. It's getting hot. My titties started to sweat. Yeah, I know. Yours did too.
That's why you're a prop.
Oh, God. Let's change the camera angle. So, yeah. I've got the grounds on the compressors already. Now, I'm still waiting on some of the fuses to come in. I'm not sure. They might have been here yesterday. Did you check the mail?
Kathleen did, but it was too early.
Oh, okay. So the fuses might be in. If the fuses are in, then I can go ahead and run everything from the battery all the way to the back here and hook everything up. So that's what I'm trying to do. I need to get those fuses, and then I'll be able to move a little bit forward on this. I also need all of the valve wiring that's right here. That needs to make it into the truck, and then that way I can hook up the switch box. All I got to do is get a power source. I'm probably just going to use the radio power source because it does momentary, like, what, 2 watts, 2 volts, whatever. It's just very little power is used to do that, to work the switches. So it's not really going to interfere with the radio because it's a low powered radio. Then I'm going to put just a few speakers in for now. Later on I'll probably put an amp, but that's all. But an amp ends up with a low amount of power coming from the radio, and then the amp is what outputs the power back to the speakers. So I still don't have to worry about a bunch of power coming out of that wire. So that's what I'll do, because the radio wire hooks up and turns on and off with the key. And that's what I want. I want the system to be able to turn on and off with the key, but I'm also going to put in a switch in there, so even if the key is on and I want to turn the compressors off, I can. So the biggest news right now is this camper here. They're moving their camper over here to Steve's spot. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe they just want more sun. I'm thinking there's some dogs right here that are big dogs, and they're always barking and yelling at their little dogs. So that makes sense that they would want to move over here. So that's a big thing going on in the trailer park. Steve's Tahoe is still in the shop. He had transmission problems, and the company's giving him a bunch of shit. I mean, he gave him like $1,000 to fix it, and it never got fixed. So, but he's still working on one girl a week, or two, sometimes three. It is amazing, this man and his ability to just lay it down. I'm almost jealous. That's enough about around here. I'm gonna go ahead and get this. I got the battery on charge, and we'll get this done up. When was the last time you guys saw the engine compartment? It's got to be cleaned. I still want to do some more dress up on the engine eventually, but yeah, let's get this done up. We can get it started and get it lifted, and I want to actually move it back so that it's not right on the edge of the street. All right, out here in the truck, got the radio installed. Switch box is now installed. I've got it hooked up to always on. That way, if I have air in it, I can work it. So that's done. The little radio is installed, and I'm trying to put everything back together neatly, because some of this wasn't actually pushed up the way it needed to be. So that's why I'm working on getting everything set up the way it needs to be. I took a bunch of wiring that was in here out, so now I've got the stock speaker wires. I'm probably going to extend these just a little bit longer, so that way I can hook them up before putting everything up in there. But yeah, having fun over here. Got pieces everywhere. And April, she's ready to go somewhere. She's happy in a vehicle. Ta-da. So, alright, I'm going to get back to this. It's like late in the day. This is going to end up being a very short video, but got a lot going on. I was going to show an install of the switch box, but to me it's really straightforward. You read what's on there and put it together. So, anyway, sorry I didn't put up a how to wire a switch box, but I don't know, just trying to get this shit done. I'm tired of this truck sitting here, so all I have left is to do a power wire from the front of the truck all the way to the back and hook up the compressors. Other than that, everything's done. So yeah, trying to get this wiring done real quick, and some type of a radio so that I can have something to listen to. It's almost the end of the day. You see, sun's already down. Working on some shade from the afternoon. My wife went to go get dinner. I'm just about done. I've got a whole bunch of wires in there. I've got the pressure switch wired up. It goes over here, goes to the relay. Got the relay mounted right here. And I've got the power wire ran. I've got the remote switch ran. I've got that yet to do. I've got the switches ran. We already talked about that. The switch box is done. Radio's in. This is the remote switch. That's got to run over here as well and tie into one of the wires over here that turns on and off, and that'll be done. So, and go ahead, and then all I got to do is hook that up to power. No, I don't have any of the fuses, but for right now I can go ahead and hook this up. I'll be right here looking at it, be able to feel the wires, just so that I can get it off the ground completely under its own power. So let me get this last wire ran. I got some zip ties. I'm gonna zip tie some of this mess right here together so it looks a little neater. All right, again, worked on this. I still got tools out, but everything is done. The truck is up under its own power. The compressors run just fine. Oh yeah. That's full lift. Baby, you think you can record me real quick? But she got food out here, so we're trying to get this done, or I'm trying to get this done so I can go eat. Now with that little tank, I have enough to pick myself up, and then I gotta let it air up for a little bit. Right here would be great. The switch box is long enough to come outside. There's that. That's all the way out. There we go. Finally, I have a bag truck again. Freaking super excited. Here, I'll take over. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot of air to be able to play with. It'll get it up into the air so I can ride. And while I'm riding, it'll air up again. I'm just ecstatic. Man. There we go. Freaks, baby, always earning. Here I am. What? What?
Freaks, baby.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Ooh, we just spun all the way around. So, what's the next step? I gotta tighten up. See? Compressor just went off. So that means I'm good. We gotta tighten up the 4-link because I haven't tightened it up yet before we take it on a maiden voyage. I gotta get the bed back on, so I'm gonna have to cut some stuff on the bed in order to get it, because it's never laid out before with the bed on. So some of the inner fenders will have to be cut on the bed in order to get that to lay down just the way it's supposed to go, including the back of the floor is gonna have to be cut out for that to fit as well. I probably need to go ahead and make a battery tray so that the battery don't move around on us, and just a couple more things, a hammer up front, and of course the fenders, the front bumper to the fender mounts need to still be made again like I wanted to. And what's the last thing that needs to get done? This is all over the next couple of weeks. I want to get all this stuff done. Get the shocks on the front. Shocks are on the back, but I need to get the shocks on the front, and that's going to be pretty much a whole day's worth of fabrication for me, because I'm not in a shop, I'm not a mechanic, I'm not a welder, I'm just a guy that wants to bag trucks. So here we are. Thank you guys for joining me on this momentous occasion again, like at, what is it, like 8? Yeah, it's like 8 o'clock at night, and we're getting this shit done. Go bag your trucks, everybody. Comment, subscribe, give a like. Talk to you guys in the next video.